become 0, and that will make the function undefined. So, if it is undefined, then diri kita magamit hiton x equal to -1. So basically, we will not be using the concept na equal to -1 gud iya. So bagay naga-approach gud lahiya. However, ininhiya na function can be simplified. So if we factor x squared minus 1, this is the difference of two squares from your algebra. So this can be factored as x minus 1, x plus 1 all over x plus 1. So makancel itong mga x plus 1, we are left with x minus 1. So in this case, then it is safe for us to substitute -1. Pero kung maghimo nga ni kita ituhin ko aniya, hinbagahin, tawag ito, if we make the graph of this, okay na, sugad-sugad yung graph. So adihi 1, adihi -1. May da inibuho hiya din hi. This is x minus 1 that is a linear function. So bagan line lighton hiya na sugad din hiya. Something like this. Ito ay graph. So basically, iton at x equal to -1, undefined ito na aton function, pero it aton function nagtitika kadto ka -2. Amin din ni -2 iton y -2. So as our x is approaching to -1, our function is approaching to -2. So amo initon aton concept of limits. That's why very good hiya bagalahin substituting iton value nga daha function, but if we really look at what's happening, amo inin hiya nagtitikakain la iton function as it is approaching that particular x. And then we also have the piecewise function. So we have here, if x is not equal to 4, then we will be using the function x squared minus 16 over x minus 4. And if x is equal to 4, then it is equal to 5. The function is equal to 5. Ininhiya na x squared minus 16 over x minus 4, this can also be simplified again by using the concept of difference of two squares, factor hera. So it mabibilin ha aton x plus 4 na la. So when we evaluate the limit, anya dihiya, an aton graph simply may dahiya bagan buho. May da ka line tapos may dahiya nga da buho. Ininhiya, difference niya when we draw the graph, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nasugad din ito niya graph. May dagya piya buho nga di. This is 4 and this is 4. Pero nga diyan aton function, naya kaniya na, if x is equal to 4, our function is equal to 5. So may dahiya nga di, amo niton value iton function when x is equal to 4. So this is 5 because of ininhiya na pag-define naton han function. Pero an aton an aton function, as x is approaching to 4, the function is approaching also to 4 na y. So don't be confused na. When x is going to 4, approaching to 4, our f of x or our y is also approaching to, ay sorry, sa pininiya. Wait, tanay ha. Ay, sorry, sepit akong graph. Let me erase this first, sorry. X-intercept is adi ngayon ha, 4. Sorry, dapat nasa galing hiya. Somewhere here. 6, 7, 8. So adi nga itong buho ha, 8. Something like that. So as our x is approaching to 4, adi. Our f of x is approaching to 8. However, iton f of 4 if we based it on this kuan, on the definition of the function f of 4, mag-substitute ka nga ni iton 4, the answer should be 5. Kaya no 5 kay ang nakabutang nga di, if x kun is equal to 4, then your function is equal to 5. Pero the limit as f of x approaches to 4, the limit is actually equal to 8. So amo inin hiya kay an aton graph sugad-sugad inin hiya. Iton function tikadi nga di, iton value iton 8. But the function, the value of the function when it's actually equal to 4 is 5. So that's how we evaluate limits. So kikitaon tala if our limit is defined piecewise, so kung nakasugad ba inin hiya, or kung naka polynomial lahiya, kung polynomial lahiya, wala ito yung problema. Diretso lang kita na substitute. Tapos kung sugad ngayon hiya, pwede yung ma-simplify, tapos dire naka-piecewise, again, we only just simply substitute. Okay? Now, we have the concept of one-sided limits. By the way, okay pa kita? Naka-intindi lang? May questions?
May dako question, sir.
Sige, go ahead.
Sir, may pakian ako ganlan case number nan case 3 na
Okay.
din makakuan 5.
Nga dihiya. Inin, naka-define man nga diha nato. Anay ha, horizontal ng mga surat-surat. Inin. Kaya nga dito naton function, naka-define hiya piecewise. Piecewise meaning, kikitaon lang nimo kung ano iton value iton x, tapos ano iton imo gagamiton na function. Nayakan hiya nga di na if your x is equal to 4 nga ni, dapat imo f of x is equal to 5. Bali, ikaw kantay niya ha. Bagay ni hiya hinduha. May daka originally nakasarin hiya. May daka x squared minus 16 over x minus 4 if x is not equal to 4, tapos 5 if x is equal to 4. So may daka kung iton imo x nga ni diri equal to 4, aman ito imo gagamiton. Pero kung x gan is equal to 4, amo dito gagamiton. Ngadtuhan video na akong ginhimo ay may da nakaibalat to ya pag nakasugad la I'll just write something up pananglitan ma x plus 1 tas nga di 2x minus 3. And mga usual to kay if x is greater than 0 tas nga di if x is less than or equal to 0. Mga suwad din hiya. Nga di ibalan niya pag define diri less than greater than. May dalaya if equal nga not equal. Nga dihiya, so pananglitan, mag-evaluate ka. We're looking at this function ha, in a second function. Let's make this g na lang para dire malipat. So g. So what is g of negative 1? Yan na, negative 1, ano matiya, is that greater than 0 or less than or equal to 0?
Less than.
Negative 1.
Less than 0.
Less than. So tungod kay less than may to negative 1, so amo init at gagamiton. So nga di kita ma-substitute 2 times negative 1 minus 3. So we get negative 2 minus 3, negative 5. Now what is g of 2? So ano man hito yan na? Is this greater than 0 or less than or equal to 0?
Greater than.
Greater than man. So adi yan at gagamiton. So we substitute 2 plus 1, so equal to 3. So amat to yan nga nahitabo nga di. When our x kuno is equal to 4, itat gagamiton amo ininhiya. So any other number na diri 4, amo din gagamiton na rational na function. So amo inin iton graph niya sugad-sugad hinin. Na may daka line, tas may daka nga da buho, tapos may daka nga di sugad ininhiya. Okay?
Ito na 5, sir. Pwede ito mag-iba.
Pwede nga iba. Depende kung ano itong given.
Awadag yap ito given.
Given, oh. Ininhiya din kay ang met naka butang. 5 met naka butang. Ungiven. So, depende ako. So, kung igbutang na ako nga da 7, then 7, liwat itong i-evalue nga di. Adi nga di. Depende lang.
Agraph di ba ito, sir, na depends lagi ito agraphan?
Yes. Pero kung nag-try na ko paggamit itong Desmos, kung i-drawing inipa-draw niyo ha Desmos ininhiya na kuan, niya na x squared minus 16 over x minus 4, magiging straight line ito ya. Let me show you that one. Kari kita Desmos. Let me change the presentation to Desmos. Okay, nakita na ka man Desmos ang graphing calculator?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so ibutang naton x, ano to? X squared minus 16 all over x, ano to? Minus 4? Minus 4.
X minus 4, sir.
X minus 4. So kita iya graph actually is just a straight line. Waray hiya buho. Kaya Desmos. Kaya kin-simplify man gud talaga niya tas nahimulay na x plus 4. So an x plus 4 la ito niya gin-graphinin. Waray na niya i-consider na undefined dapat kan positive 4. So amay naging straight line lahiya. Okay? Further questions? Iba? Clarifications?
Pero sir, ang tininganihan, di ba, pagka din solution, 8 la talaga niyan, sir. Ano?
Oo, the limit of the function is equal to 8. Pero so for now sige amo lang taton focusan kay nagagamit iton hiya nga di man ko iton continuity. So kung again magpadayon ka mo ha BS math kumadto ka mo ha pag-abot advanced calculus may da iton hiya nagkakaadahin tawag iton may dahiya importansya ba iton hiya na difference na iba iton value iton function kay diri na hiya gintatawag na continuous iton function nagkakaroon discontinuity mga good function but diri kita ma-delete iton yan na for now. Sige, so move on na kita. Basta bali for now amo na tiya ma-substitute good la bali amo na tubuhaton substitute.
Sige, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sige, okay. Welcome. Let me go back. Okay, so nga din nakita itong one-sided limit. So one-sided limit, bali, we are just looking at approaching from one side, either from the left or from the right. So this is also helpful if may nakita mga functions so garinin hiya na iton aton domain are only the positive numbers. So if we are going to get the limit as x approaches pananglitan from the left, so amin iton kuan ha iton notation may nakita plus or minus. So may dangani plus that is approaching from the right meaning tikang didi kadto. Kung from the left diwati kang hangadiha left tika dahito na number. So kung 0 from the left takay undefined man iton negative number. So there is no limit as x approaches from the left. We only have the limit as x approaches from the right. So this one liwat may nakita another piecewise function. So if x is less than 1, then ito gagamiton na function is negative x, and if x is equal to 1, then it is equal to positive 5. So amo adi an iya graph liwat. So adinin niya. Anything greater than 1, waray na naton i-define. So iton aton domain din are only those less than or equal to 1. So the limit of f of x as x approaches from the right. So undefined liwat iton from the right. Waray kita limit from the right. Kay waray kita mga x values from the right. Only from the left. And nakita natin din na it is going to that number. So again, ma-substitute lang kita 1. I-substitute natin nga di. So magiging negative 1. Tapos, so, i-combine nato inin hiya to have the two-sided limit. So, amo na inin hiya, waray nga ni hiya kuan, waray nga niya sign, waray plus or minus, then that is two-sided limit. So, the two-sided limit only exists if the left hand and the right hand limit are equal. Dapat magparehas. So, for example, we have this function. So, if x is not equal to 3, then amo adihi aton gagamiton ngan if x is equal to 3, then equal to 4 hiya. So again, inin hiya na a function can be simplified as x plus 2. So we get the left hand limit and the right hand limit. Kung kita natin iya graph, may da kita left side ngan may da kita right side hiton 3. So for that, we can also just substitute 3 into the function. And they are both 5. So we say that the limit, the two-sided limit iniya ha, na waray na sign na plus or minus is equal to 5. Again, kaya kita na kisiring na 5 kay an aton left-hand limit and right-hand limit parehas sira 5. Now let's have an example na diri hira mag-equal. So let's say we have f of x is equal to, let's say, x minus 3, tapos x plus 3. If x is greater than 0, if x is less than or equal to 0. Okay. So iton aton left-hand limit, so the limit of f of x as x approaches 0 from the right. 0 from the right meaning mas dako ha x. So hain man din hi iton mas dako ha x. Iton x minus 3 or x plus 3. Ay taton gagamiton ininhiya na first or second?
Second.
Ito nat kikitaon ha iton mga x kuno. So x is approaching 0 from the right. So mas dako ha 0 na x. So hain man din x greater than 0 or x less than equal to 0. Hain iton approaching from the right. Which one is greater than 0? It bumaton may plus 10 na heaven. Hello, maopay. Wala tao. Sige, manawag kita. Giselle de la Rama. Hain din iton greater than 0. First or second? X greater than 0.
First.
First. So, adin ako do, greater than 0. So, at gagamiton din pag substitute iton x approaches 0 from the right, adihiya na, so this is the limit of x minus 3 as x approaches 0 from the right. Pubutan talay niniyahin parenthesis din kay that means ito natin kukuha limit iniya na whole thing. Kay danay later on bayan malipat na itong ginlilimit la itong x. So para to sure na itong ginlilimit ihira na tanan butantahin parenthesis. So as x approaches 0 from the right, so amo adit at gagamiton. So this is equal to by the way, saan o matatanggal itong limit na sign once mag-start ka na pag-substitute? Diri ka pa ngayon na substitute, ayaw anay pagtanggal ay itong limit na sign. Yan na, ma-substitute na kita. So 0 minus 3 na let ako butang. And of course, this is equal to negative 3. Now, what is the limit of f as x approaches 0 from the left? From the left, so meaning less than 0. So less than 0, so amo na inhiya na second. So that gagamit to na limit of x plus 3. So that yan. So we would have 0 plus 3 which is equal to positive 3. So conclusion natin din itong question man hiya, find the limit of x as x approaches 0. So to solve that, we would have to get first 0 from the right and 0 from the left. So nakita natin na diri hira magparet usa negative 3 usa positive 3. So we conclude therefore Itut na nakamoy na 3 dots. Therefore, limit of f of x as x approaches 0 does not exist. Tama na itong shortcut. Itong does not exist. D and E. Kay ano ya does not exist? Kay mag-iba ang right hand ngan left hand limit. Kung magpareha nga nitong left hand and right hand limit, parehas nga dihiton ininhiya na kuan example, then the limit is equal to iton hira na duwa na number kay magpares man lera, amo ito na imo limit as x approaches to that number. Pero kung mag-iba nga itong right hand and left hand limit, then we will conclude that the limit does not exist. Saan man kita magkikita kung kailangan natin mag-evaluate in left hand and right hand limit? Usually, kung naka-piecewise iton aton function. Kung nakasugad nga nininhiya, itong mga anya diha igbaw, mga sugad lang nga nininhiya, polynomial function, diri na nininhiya kailangan mag-evaluate iton left hand and right hand limit. Kay mga continuous man hira, so magpaparehas gud ni always basta polynomial function ha. Kon mga dire-diretso la waray mga over or dire naka piecewise, dire-diretso la iton hiya, so no need to calculate the left hand and right hand. Magka-calculate la iton left hand and right hand if naka piecewise iton aton function. So let's do some exercise. Ininhira. So magsayon la ininhiran duro. Ininhira, tungod kay mga polynomial may ininhira, igugod la ininhirapan sa substitutan. Ito na adihiya, this is now not a polynomial. So find out if we can simplify this into a polynomial function. Pwede ka mag-try pag-access itong jamboard.google.com. Itatype na ako niya diha chat box. Ay dahil yung nakagamit yan na computer.
Ay da, sir.
Sige, ito nakagamit yung computer. Try daw pag-access sinin na jamboard. Ay, naka-restrict. Ayan di. Sige. May link na ginbutan nga dito chat box. Try daw niyo pag-access. Inoy Anonymous Giraffe. Ikaw yun, Tenebro?
Yes, sir.
May daman iba nagpakasod. Sige, try niyo number 5 x squared, i-solve niyo ininhiya. Makasurat man nga di kung naka-touch screen. Makuri niya magsurat kung diri touch screen. It mga naka cellphone siguro or naka tab, try daw niyo. Ini nga di kita hiton slide 4. Naiha, i-change ko itong presentation. Adi ako yan ang adi akoan. So, solve here. At the limit of x squared minus 6x plus 9. Over x minus 3 as x approaches 3. Inut makatry. Baka dihiton 4th slide. Tapos try daw isolve. May makatry.
Sir, nakaka-drawing, sir.
Di naka-drawing? Oo. Anyway, sige. So anyway, in here, to solve this, we would just first have to factor x squared minus 6x plus 9. What do you think? Most likely, ito, usan niya ni ka-factor, x minus 3.
X plus 3, x minus 3.
Di, x plus 3.
Duwa ngayon, x minus 3. X
So
minus
parehas x minus 3 over x minus 3 as x approaches to 3. Again ha, diri pa ako nagtatanggal itong limit din kay diri pa ako nagsasubstitute. Matatanggal na niya na limit kung magtikang na pag-substitute. So here we cancel x minus 3. So this is the limit of x minus 3 as x approaches to 3. Yan na, kay ma-substitute na ko. So 3 minus 3. So this is equal to 0. So sugad itong pag solving na limit. Again, ang mga kuan, ang mga ang mga polynomial functions diretso la substitute. Okay. So far amo gulay nitong bubuhaton kung piecewise sige let me give another example na siguro ng piecewise function. Ano ayun yun. Just change to something simpler. Greater than or equal to 2. So the question here is find the limit of f of x as x approaches 2. So this one, kay naka-piecewise naman hiya, itong pag-solve niya, we will have to use the left hand and the right hand limit. So first, we would use right hand. Kamula, kung mag-una ka mo with right hand or left hand. So gusto ko mag-start in right hand. So right hand approaching 2 from the right. So right hand again greater. So hain din hitong greater than na symbol. Is it the first or the second?
second.
So second.
Second,
So
sir.
we would have to use x squared plus 2x minus 1. So this is equal to, so substitute na yan na, magiging 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 1. This is 4, 4 minus 1, 8 minus 1, so 7. And then, pwede rin na scroll down. Now we would have to find the limit as x approaches 2 from the left. So that would be, of course, the first one, so 2x plus 5. So this is equal to 2 times 2 plus 5, 4 plus 5, so this is equal to 9. So we see that the left hand and the right hand limit are not equal. So conclusion, therefore, limit of f of x as x approaches 2 does not exist. Okay? Nagets and pag-solve?
Sir, may pakayan ako. Last.
Okay, go ahead.
Di, ano pa ini? Left by ni na. 2 raised to negative ba? Hindi na 2x plus 5. Diri ato 2 times negative 2.
Diri. This is approaching 2 from the left. Tikang hawala hiton left. Diri ni hiya negative 2.
Okay.
Tikada hiya hat 2 pero nga dihit wala hiton 2. Kinin hiya tikada hiya hat 2 iton adina kinin hiya tikada hat 2 pero hat 2 o hiton 2. Ini hiya tikada hat 2 pero hawala hiton 2. So
Okay.
less than 2, greater than 2.
Sige.
Okay, sige. Any other questions?
Kay gasi ko sir na negative ito iya sir.
Dire. That is ininhiya na negative na superscript na bagian exponent. It's just less than 2. Adiya
Less than
greater than 2. Oo.
Sige sir.
Okay, other questions? Diba? By the way, itong calculus na series, calculus 1, 2, 3, mga 4 units din in hera. So, mas damo iton papabuhaton inin haeyo kaysahan kanan algebra kay 3 units man ladto ya. So, mahatag lot ako diretsohin another problem set para hinin na limits. Anyway, nakita man yung masayon man lahindoro. So, I don't think may problema hinin na kuan topic. Madali lang ma-answeran. Again, any other questions, clarifications?
Okay, sir.
Okay, if waray na, then magmimit na luwat kita next week, mati kang nakita hiton derivatives. Itong derivatives medyo dili kayo makuri pero kailangan hiya tutukan. Sige, if there are no other
Sir, may
questions.
magkano ko.
Okay.
Ini na exercise 1, sir. In-answer ang gap ini.
Dire, ibeta kay gahatag masayon hinduretada. Tagang mo
Hindi
kamo
problem self. There na niya na problem self set for functions. There na.
Dire. Wait
Iba
for
na
my
siya.
instructions. Mahatag ako iba na kuan. Ito yung exercise la iton. Dire to siya ito nakagraduhan. Try lang iton hiya.
Okay.
By the way, makita ka mga dahit work text also. May nakita nga dahit next topic, infinite limit. Nag-i-skip tayo iton hiya kay madidiscuss mo iton hiya more in detail nga to calculus 3. So, skip lang iton hiya. Diretso kita nga to hiton derivatives.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, pa naman kung ang approaches is 1/2?
Ano 1/2?
Ano siya? Isusolve pa?
Ano?
Yung 1/2, sir, yung approaches.
Amo gyapon. You will be so let's have another example. Sige. Naka-present pa man ako adipeton ko an screen. So let's have a very simple example anay. Sige, sa doon nala natong diretsyo. Find the limit of 2x squared plus 4x minus 1 as x approaches kureta pa negative 1/2. So ano lagi hapon? Mag-substitute ka lagi hapon ito negative 1/2. Negative 1/2 squared plus 4 times 1/2 minus 1. So 2 times 1, negative 1/2 squared, negative times negative, magiging positive. 1/2 times 1/2, that's 1/4. 1/2 of 4, that's 2 minus 1. 1/4 of 2, this is 1/2 plus 2 minus 1, or diretso tanayin.
Sir, kaya nung naging 1/2 lang sir, didn't 4 times 1/2.
2 times 1/4, magiging, anayha.
Dire negative 1/2, sir.
Diri, kay gin-square man anay nimo ang negative 1/2.
Dire, didn't 4 ba, sir?
Ay, hala, sorry. Negative nga yan. Sorry. Thank you. Negative nga niya, negative. So, negative yap inin. So, minus. Okay, thank you. So, minus 1/2. So, 1/2 minus 3. So, this is negative 5 over 2. Tapos, kung may dalawat kita piecewise, the same na liwat. So, pananglitan, ininhiya. Pero change na ako ininhiya to 1/2. Erase kita ha. Ibuntay niya na 1/2. Bagalagyan pito nagklaklase classroom maihet pag-erase. At least di rin nagbubugwak itchok. Change. Change kayo niya. So, imunta na ini na 1/2. So sugarinin hiya. So again, kay piecewise itaton function. So the same evaluate keton left hand and right hand limits. So pwede ka mag-start. The right hand approaches 1/2 from the right. So greater than 1/2. So amo di lagi apon hiya. So this is x squared plus 2x minus 1. So this is equal to 1/2 squared plus 2 times 1/2 minus 1. So this is 1/4 plus 1 minus 1. So 1/4. Tapos left hand limit as x approaches 1/2 from the left. So gagamiton is 2x plus 5. So this is 2 times 1/2 plus 5. So this will become 1 plus 5. This is equal to 6. So with this, again, does not exist. So therefore, 1, 2, 3. Na-introduce na kamo ini nakuan na notation na bagayin tulo ka dots na triangle.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige, good. So therefore, the limit of f of x as x approaches 2 again does not exist. Pero again ha, kung magparehas nga ninhira para sa itong number, pananglitan la, just in assuming la na naging 1/4 yapon in answer inin nga di, so itong magiging ko an answer, therefore the limit of f of x as x approaches, 1/2 na inin dito. So x approaches 1/2 is equal to 1/4 kung nagkaparehas. Or di nga ni, kung adihiya, naging 6, tas tiya 6, so naging 6 lang niya din. Okay?
Sir, there na kami mag-graph. Ikaw, PBT.
Ayun na. Ang nga tulaan ka ng functions laan pag graph and first, o diri, second na ngayon na ito yan na problem set, mula ni graph.
So,
Pero
din nila
kung-
PBT mo igatag, sir.
Ha?
So, din nila PBT.
Yes, magkukuan la. Evaluate the limit. Tapos ikaw mo at ma-decide kung kailangan pa niyo mag-left hand and right hand or dire na. Pero ang malalagay ito, madakala mag-left hand and right hand kung naka-piecewise ito ni mo function.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sige. Any other questions pa? Sige, bangin may dapat iba. Nag-aalang la pagpakyana la. Kay babato noon. Waray na, final na, waray na good. Sure na, walang bawian. Balit kung may, of course, kung may da kang pakyana nga tula ha, group chat, post itong pakyana, may da clarifications or anything. Sige, so for now, kung waray questions, then we will be ending this meeting. By the way, pwede magpa-onhin camera kadali. Magtukan ako, magdo-documentation la na na-attend ka mo yung klase.
Sir, gubatak camera, sir.
Awit mga ko, gubait camera, kaya di rin na ako si Teo Nawong. Ay, wala. It mga naka ako si Nawong, itong camera, paki-on it camera. Naon ka pa ako. Naka ako sa camera tak Nawong. Sige, paki-on please. It iba, alayo. Hello.
Ma-post na lang ako, sir, Didi. Miskan direct upload natin.
Smile, ngisi hinti opay.
Delikado kasi sir, walang damit. Gunakan pa.
Ito. Ayaw ito. Sige. Okay na, mapa na ko screenshot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much. Amo na to. Have a good day,
Thank you,
everyone.
sir.
Keep safe. Social distancing. Hugas, iwas, wag lalabas. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.